spinning around you, spinning around you. What's too good to be true? Gold-plated, but what's inside you? But what's inside you? I know this whole city thinks it needs you, but not as much as I do, as much as I do. Yeah, 'cause you're the last of a dying breed. Write our names in the wet concrete. I wonder if the therapist knows everything about me. I'm here in search of your glory. There's been a million before me that ultra kind of love you, never walk away from. You're just the last of the real ones. 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 I am a collapsing star with tunnel vision, but only for you, but only for you. My head is stripped, just like a screw that's been tightened too many times. When I think of you, when I think of you, I will shield you from the waves. If they find you, I will protect you. I will protect you. Just tell me, tell me, tell me, I am the only one, even if it's not true, even if it's not true. Yeah, 'cause you're the last of a dying breed. Write our names in the wet concrete. I wonder if the therapist knows everything about me. I'm here in search of your glory. There's been a million before me that ultra kind of love you, never walk away from. You're just the last of the real ones. 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 You're just the last of. I'm here at the beginning of the end. Oh, the end of infinity with you. I'm here at the beginning.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And with all of Curry's talents, one of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest, Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now that's a different.
All-time great players, period.
Well, he's starting to get in the discussion because of the multiple MVP things and the championships. Because the greatest players in the world, not only have they won awards, but they've won multiple championships. So he's moving into that category right now.
To add on to what Kenny is saying, it's about something you can hear and something you can wear.
What's that?
Rings, baby.
Ooh.
Rings.
You can hear them.
2 rings won't get it. 3, maybe. 4, 5, woo, 6,
Okay.
I just can't add anything to that.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are, but we also know that turnovers remain their Achilles heel. Now, Steve Kerr says sometimes the game comes too easy for our guys. They think they can do anything. We just have to keep it simple. The simple leads to the spectacular. And as the simple reporter, I send it back to the spectacular Kevin Harlan.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Matthews out there with Collison, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
Shot's good by Durant.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
And Durant comes to help. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one good.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Here's Durant, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Steve, Kevin Durant has talked about how he fits in with the Warriors, both on the court and in the locker room.
Well, he gets his shots within the flow, doesn't have to force it as much. And Stephen Curry, the face of the franchise, that allows KD to just focus on basketball.
Durant nails both of them.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich, and Durant comes to help. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here is Matthews. 12 points his last outing. Six on the shot clock. Collison. And he makes that one.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Low block shot, and Durant finishes inside. Durant's got 6 points.
You know, for KD, very few shots can be considered bad shots, even with a man right on him.
Collison against Curry. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
This is what Cousins gives you, good recognition, the ability to make plays for his teammates.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
And the steal then right into the fast break. Great awareness.
Perfect read. Takes a chance, certainly pays off.
Now here's Collison. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning. But this time, he just flat out went got it. We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Pacers trail by 4. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. DeMarcus Cousins really the big final name in free agency last summer to land with the team. And Greg, did he shock the NBA world with his selection?
To take a one-year deal with the Warriors, nobody saw this coming. It makes sense for Boogie. Time to rehab and then join a contender for the back half of the season. You would think he'll get a much bigger and longer contract offer after this year. To check out the stats for Matthews. His last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Back to Young, and Young slams it home.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Clippers.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
Oh, sure, they did a ton of things right, and they can definitely look at those as they move forward to try to avenge that loss.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pacers trail by 4. Collison kicks to Turner. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
And it's in there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Curry against Collison. Here's Bogdanovich. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovic. And Green gets it to go.
Aggressive, working for the high percentage shot. Draymond understands this game.
It's Matthews on the wing. Back to Collison. Indiana moving it around. Matthews against Thompson. Goes back up. Here's Turner. And at last, they get one to fall. Turner's got his second bucket. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And the length of Durant. He's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
2 shots.
That's good from Durant.
Well, finances may be the only thing that can slow down the Warriors. Those star contracts place them way above the salary cap. Big luxury taxes are on the horizon.
Both good from the line that time. And by some estimates, Smitty, the Warriors may spend about $500 million in luxury tax by the end of 2021.
Woo-wee! A cash crunch. Whether it's the new arena in San Francisco, seat licenses, they're looking at every avenue to foot the bill.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
We start to talk about all the things Durant can do, but scoring's still what he does best. What a night.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
And Green gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
The drive by Collison. Here's Turner. Top of the key jumper, no good.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
The shot's good. Durant's got 20.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
Pacers trail by 8. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And Durant, here we go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. On your screen now is the 2K leaderboard showing us the leaders in blocks in the second half of the NBA season. Third is Myles Turner. And, of course, DeMarcus Cousins.
And having one of those guys clogging the lane has been like having a brick wall around the hoop. Terrific block numbers after the break.
Now here's Collison. To the inside, Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Warriors leading by 8. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. 22 points for him.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
And the Pacers call time here. As many for players going from college to the pros, which skills tend to be most immediately transferable?
You know, I think the skills on offense, a lot of times those guys are able to drive the basketball and penetrate. Those are the guys that can transfer easily from college. I think it's hard shooting-wise, being able to shoot the 3 ball at the college level, because at the NBA level, the line is pushed back. And I think the one skill level that gives a lot of young guys gives them a hard time is defensively. I think that's the one skill that's not easily transferred to the NBA.
Tyreke Evans is checked in for the Pacers.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, the past month has been surreal. 7th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Pass to Bogdanovich. Indiana again missing.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. It's on Darren Collison. The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Sabonis is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Durant.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled. Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And the pass to Collison. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 11. Durant attacking. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Thompson against Evans. Pass to Young. Nice D from Cousins.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 29 in the game.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Curry brings the double. It's Evans on the wing. Indiana again missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pacers trail by 15. Bogdanovich passes to Young. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
And then Durant with the jam.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Now here's Collison. Here's Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Young's got 10.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Durant with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Durant's got the ball. Here's Curry trying to get open as Iguodala. It's Curry, that time on the assist by Iguodala.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Got a piece of it. Indiana again, turning it over. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Golden State. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Denver, right behind them, just one spot down.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent.
Here's Evans, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Young. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the shot is good. And that's now 37 points for Kevin Durant.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Collison with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Young, the shot's good. Collison making the play. 12 points for Thaddeus Young.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Good on the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pacers trail by 21. Ball's knocked loose. Collison kicks to Evans. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
Some changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Corey Joseph's checked in for the Pacers. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Cooks checked in for Kevin Durant.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Evans. Putting up about 10 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Down low, Livingston. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Joseph finds Evan. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Inside. Sabonis, no good. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Looney up and in on the layup. Looney's got his first basket.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Indiana's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. He hits it from 9. Sabonis has got his first bucket of the night. 12 seconds left to play here in the first. And then Jerebko with the dunk.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be back with you shortly. Since coming to the Warriors, Kevin Durant says he's enjoyed playing for Steve Kerr.
I think he just gets it. You know, you get around people in this life, whether it's players or coaches, who are stuck in this bubble of basketball and don't realize it's almost a fantasy world. And then you get guys like Steve Kerr who realize what's really important in life and that we're really, really blessed to be playing this game.
I got him. And Steve Kerr has seen it all on the basketball court. In a worldly perspective, Greg, off of it, he's not going to become a prisoner of the moment.
Keeping the right perspective really so important. You see why guys like KD love playing for him.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Looney, Jonas Jerebko out there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you.
Sean Livingston demonstrating his exceptional athleticism at the point guard position, finishing with a slam.
Joseph, the pass to Sabonis. Knocked away. It's stolen by Livingston. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And he gets the bucket.
Tyreek is good at playing bigger than his size. A great finisher, close to the cup.
Here's Iguodala. That one rolling around and rims out.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
Bogdanovich wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Iguodala's drive. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Durant.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made, just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
Had to get it on my own. I could really get it if I want. Can't even get it on the phone. You ain't even know. I be with you. I ain't gon' stop putting on. For the home of the slang. Yeah, bad on my bag. Yeah, big bag with a thing. Yeah, you ain't really what you claim. Why you always in the way? Bad little ways. Bitch, don't make it shake. But you ain't.
Indiana making some changes. Turner comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Bogdanovich. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Iguodala comes to help. Evans kicks to Sabonis. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Jerebko. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Indiana called for the foul. Well, Iguodala signing an extension with the Warriors in the summer of 2017. He did not come cheap. 3 years and $48 million.
Well, I guess he sacrificed enough. He comes off the bench. They ask him to guard everybody. He earned that payday.
No good on that one. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
And he's good on the second.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
And Joseph kicks to Matthews. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
We get a break in the action now. Let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bucks. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Indiana, just a few spots below there.
And seeing where Indiana is, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Looney. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
First personal foul, team second.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Golden State. Kevon Looney. With one.
One shot.
And that one falls for Looney. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Shot's good by Green.
Smart shot from Green. That's a look he's comfortable taking all the time.
Joseph, the pass to Sabonis, knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it falls over the rim and in. Green's got 8 points.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths? This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
And Joseph kicks to Matthews. Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Outside Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Evans outside. Offline with his 3. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 10 points for Draymond Green.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Joseph finds Turner. Back to Joseph. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry comes in for Quinn Cook. Free throw, no good for Joseph. Here's Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
To the middle, here's Joseph. Back to Matthews. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Nice shot by Thompson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Turner passes to Joseph. It's stolen by Green and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Magic,
This is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Evans kicks to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 8 points.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Pass to Sabonis, and it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Curry. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And Joseph kicks to Turner. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Curry. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Matthews. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Joseph finds the hole for the 2nd time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharpshooting team.
Evans left side. The kick out to Matthews. 6 to shoot. Curry brings the double. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. The Warriors, 4th.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the 2nd quarter. Joseph finds Turner. Back to Joseph. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Joseph's got 6.
Big difference from the 1st quarter to the 2nd. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Curry attacking. And Steph Curry, Steve, the #1 selling jersey in the league for the last 3 consecutive seasons. For all the attention, he seems remarkably unaffected.
Just the way he was raised. A great family. His father, Dale, played in the NBA, but made the kids work for things they wanted. It's not an act with Steph. It's just who he is.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Looney, and Durant subbed in for Sean Livingston.
So many different aspects to Curry's game. You know, we've talked about his ability to get to the free throw line.
Here's Turner. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. He's got 10.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Turner's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
That's good from Durant. Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. The Pacers also with a sub. Young's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Collison, the pass to Turner. Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And it's 9 points for Joseph.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Good vision from Steph. But for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
To the inside, Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
And so Cousins will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Durant. From down in the low post, it goes. Durant's got 45 points.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Young's shot is off. So it's the Warriors now. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
One shot.
Indiana's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. On offense, here are the Warriors. And good! He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. To the paint, here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
1:27 left in the first half of the game. Tries it from 9. He got it again! Sensational!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Indiana.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Collison dishes to Bogdanovich. Out to Turner. The tray. Rebounded by Jerebko.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Durant, that's good.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Curry brings the double. Pass to Bogdanovich. Durant with the steal. Goes up, and he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. The pass to Joseph. Feeds it to Young. 2 points. That one goes.
Timeout.
Young's got 18 points in the game.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
go, they watch it ricochet off. Then I skirt off on them and chill it out. They don't got nothing on me till I pop. They don't got nothing on me, call the cops. I hit that run like a hollow boy running back. Look at that boy, yeah, that running back. Shout out to Salsa for Samocos. I got addicted to salsa tacos. Shout out to ramen noodles. Now I see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Headed the dance out your window up. That's praying to me like my hand no go down. We love Wu-Tang, but I feel like Santana. Seems like in just don't see one of my Montana. I was clean, Tony Montana.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. 27 seconds left here in the second. The feed to Cousins. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The shot by Turner, no good. From beyond the arc, and DeMarcus Cousins with the three. He has 7.
Boy, you think of Cousins as a low post player. Never will we imagine he'd have this kind of range.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 3 assists and 4 steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off, but they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to Oakland, everyone. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there opens up things for everybody else.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. On the court right now for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Collison is out there with Matthews. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. And Indiana shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Pass to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
Cousins has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. And Matthews kicks to Turner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
And when you see Myles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick-and-pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And the first one drops.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Both free throws good from Turner. And so Cousins will bring it up for Golden State. Curry, good. Curry's got 16 points.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
Here's Turner, back to Collison. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Durant. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging 25 points per, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Collison, and that one is off. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. No good from Cousins. At the elbow, it's Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Wes Matthews, that veteran wing from Marquette, has always been a strong 3-and-D player since coming into the league back in 2009. Year in and year out, it is a great source of long-range shooting.
The Pacers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews. And with Matthews, his consistency from outside over his career, Greg, is remarkable.
You know, some guys have good years and then down years, but Matthews just seems to always be on. I mean, you can write him in for about 150 or more threes every season. To have his kind of shooting percentages on his volume for a career is really rare in the NBA.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Warriors, 4th.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And Indiana shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Collison finds Turner. Over Durant. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 16 points for Myles Turner.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve. But what impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Thompson.
You know, Klay Thompson has the perfect mentality for a shooter. No fear, no conscience. Just routine, repetition, and a hunger to be great.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
The kick out to Collison. The three-pointer, no good. And Smitty Thompson not easily distracted when he's shooting.
Well, growing up, he used to shoot all day in the rain. His dad played for the Blazers. Whatever his surroundings, he finds that calm in the storm.
Young outside to the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 14 points for the game.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
And Green gets it to go.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
To the inside. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Collison up top, guarded by Green. And yes, it's good. Young's got 22 points.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
It's Durant with the drive.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
The Pacers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's good off the back rim and in. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Matthews kicks to Collison. Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Durant, the pass to Cousins. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Aggressive move by one of the most talented bigs in the game. DeMarcus Cousins is focused right now.
And Cousins comes over to help. Back to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Unloads from 13. No good from Durant. Pacers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Evans in for Bogdanovich. Both free throws good from Matthews.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
I mean, a pull-up, Jay, that is awesome to get a chance to see him on the floor, stopping on a dime, and pulling up.
Sabonis kicks to Evans. Passes it to Matthews. Outside Collison. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Kept alive. A second chance effort. Misses the layup.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Sabonis with the ball. Looney on him. Collison good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
over Collison, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
He feeds it to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. And that's now 24 points for Thaddeus Young. They double-team Curry. The quick look, no good that time. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Collison. And finished off by Collison.
Tyreke Evans is a valuable catalyst on the offensive end. He's also a terrific playmaker.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Matthews scanning the floor. Inside. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 26 points.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
And with Curry, you know he's unafraid to go right into the teeth of the defense.
Pacers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. It's stolen by Curry. All alone. And Curry with the stuff.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Collison finds Young. Great D that time from Green. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Here's Iguodala, and he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got 7 points in the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The shot by Evans, nobody around. Drills it from outside.
Not a strong suit for Evans when he first entered the league. He's turned himself into a solid three-point shooter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Collison, the pass to Evans. Sabonis with the ball. He's covered by Iguodala, and the shot goes down.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Lays it up and banks it in. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Iguodala comes to help. Here's Young, who's back up. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Indiana shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. There's the pass to Evans. Back to Collison. Indiana moving the ball around. Young's shot is off. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And so it's Indiana with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. They double him with Green, and so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. In third, the Pacers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 6 assists in the game. The Pacers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Young in the corner. Will it go? Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Pass to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Outside Collison. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Golden State's ball. It's Curry with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Young. Bogdanovich comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Cousins. Cousins has got 8 here in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Down low. Sabonis, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
You can say what you want about Cousins. The man produces. That's a beautiful pass.
Tipped away. And it's Joseph in the corner. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Sabonis, no good.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
That one goes in. Cousins has got 12 points here in the second half.
You want to stop DeMarcus Cousins from driving, but then he also can hit the mid-range jumper.
Joseph looking around. He kicks it to Evans. Will it go? Rebounded by Urebko.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Urebko, and it's McKinney in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State. Thompson with it, picked up by Joseph. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson. And it's Indiana's ball. And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. To the middle, here's Sumner. The rebound by Cook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's Cook. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Joseph. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Passes it to Leaf. Drops in the tray.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Here's Thompson. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Yep, it counts.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. And he dunks it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Andrew Bogut checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Your Warriors, Andrew Bogut.
The Pacers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Now here's McDermott. D right on him. The 3. Shot by Joseph. No good.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
McKinney. The shot. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Sumner. No good on that one. Good D by Thompson.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And that one drops for him. Cook's got 6 in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Picked his pocket. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Good.
Just some grown man strength from Thompson there. His ability to shake off hard hits and still drain shots is admirable.
Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that was 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Klay Thompson. That's his 2nd personal foul.
Intercepted.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
The shot's good from Jerebko.
And this is his shot. You give him that much space, you're asking for trouble.
And the problem is you're already way behind. Obviously, your closeouts are ineffective. You're in trouble.
McDermott can't get it to go.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
And the shot goes in. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Heck of a talent. Klay Thompson can flat out score, and you see he's getting more comfortable handling the rock.
Joseph finds McDermott. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that. That's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And here's Golden State. They're on an 18-7 run. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so here is Golden State. Here's Bogut. Joseph with the rebound.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Sumner kicks to Joseph. Clock at 6. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now, and it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Shot from the wing. Count it.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Indiana's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Thompson. Here's Bogut. And the layup's good off the glass.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Out to the right wing. Indiana moving the ball around. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Alfonso McKinney taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, we know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games. So, yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game. I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows, finds some space out beyond the arc.
The Pacers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Poked away. Iguodala with the steal. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Gotta love the tenacity from Iggy there. Always love seeing him ram it through.
Joseph with the ball. And Holiday has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. O'Quinn, the pass to Leaf. To the right side. The wide open look here for Holiday. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Cook. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Joseph. Kicks it to McDermott. Back to Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Cook's got 11 in the second half.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
They get a hand on it. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 7th assist here tonight.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Sean Livingston.
Indiana again, turning it over.
Golden State ball.
Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And another basket for Golden State.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pacers shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Double team on Holiday. Now here's McDermott. Back to Holiday. Joseph has an open look. Off target from outside.
In this second half, the defense have been baiting him to shoot the 3, and we're seeing why.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in.
First personal foul, team's 3rd. At the line for the Warriors, Jonas Jerebko with 1.
Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good example. Shot on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. Pacers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Down low, Leaf. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Leaf's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Baseline J on the way, and another basket for Golden State.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
Joseph finds McDermott. Here's Leaf. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Iguodala, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Those kind of shots are ones Iggy buries routinely.
Pacers shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
Looney with the bucket.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
Klay Thompson.
Here's Holiday. And he drops it in from the low post. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout.
Start it.
Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, my love, it makes me think of nobody else, nobody else. But my love, it doesn't love me, so I tell myself, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling 'cause he's been alone. 2, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Now Holiday In the corner, it's McDermott. And it's Looney with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Wing shot on the way. Livingston, no luck. And here's Joseph for three. The shot, no good. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The second person, 14. Shooting for Golden State, Sean Livingston. With one. Shooting one.
On the free throw, no good.
Sean Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.